On Thursday, May 2nd, 2024, the Speaker of the House of Representatives of Washington State, Laurie Jenkins, and other state lawmakers such as Senator John Lovich visited the new office complex of the Washington West African Center in Linwood. It could be recalled that Wawac invited Speaker Jenkins as a keynote speaker and to cut the ribbon during the grand opening of the new home of the Washington West African Center in Washington State, situated at the Alderwoods Business Campus in Linwood in early December of 2023. Regrettably, Speaker Jenkins encountered unforeseen circumstances that prevented her attendance. However, she ensured her presence through her appointed representative, Executive Assistant Faith Flavie and Representative Julia Reed, who graciously accepted the responsibility to represent her office at the event. In her commitment to fostering diversity, equity, and inclusion, Speaker Jenkins vowed to visit the center post the new year, a promise she honored on May 2nd, 2024. The 2-hour gathering, which was attended by the representatives of the West African business community, the Seattle Gambian Grandmas Association, Wawac partners, board members, staff, volunteers, and some community members, commenced with the arrival of guests, assembling, networking, and individual touring of the new office space. The atmosphere buzzed with excitement and camaraderie as all attendees came with the mindset to engage in community affairs and pursuit of shared aspirations and goals. As anticipation mounted, the esteemed Speaker Jenkins was welcomed with a standing ovation as she entered the room, accompanied by the enhancing melodies of one of the traditional West African musicians, Pabobo Jabate, uniting the audience in harmonious chorus while the speaker tours Wawac's gallery of West African fabrics and traditional musical instruments, an activity she truly enjoyed. The Executive Director of Washington West African Center, Pa Ousmane Diouf, who doubled as the MC of the program, welcomed the guests and introduced the rest of the speakers. Delivering the welcoming remarks on behalf of Wawac Board, Chairwoman Gloria Walton informed the audience about the great work that Pa Ousmane Diouf and his staff are doing to uplift the West African community while highlighting Wawac's shared commitment to fostering inclusivity and collaboration in community development. He welcomed the speaker and other dignitaries to Wawac's new office. Fatoumata Joma Kamara, the owner and CEO of the African Supermart in Linwood and Mersville, speaking on behalf of the business community, addressed the challenges faced by African business owners, calling for legislative support to address systematic barriers hindering economic growth and social cohesion. Joma highlighted the difficulties faced by small businesses like hers in terms of logistics and shipping their goods from Africa and the East Coast to Washington. She urged the Honorable Speaker and the other lawmakers to pass laws that will provide tax breaks, grants, loans, and other incentives for BIPOC businesses.
West African Center.
A poignant moment ensued with the debut premiere of the official music video of the Wawac Snohomish County Video Choir's Hears Out song, which advocates against domestic violence and child abuse, showcasing Wawac's effort to fight against domestic violence and empower the West African youth and children to take their destiny into their own hands, as they are the future of their community.
So grateful, Mom, our sunshine, Daddy, our star. We really appreciate and love you so much.
Speeches were also delivered by some partners of Wawac, including Angelique Lind, the president of the Community Foundation of Snohomish County, and Lisa Edwards, superintendent of the Verdant Health Commission, both of whom commended Wawac and its executive director, Pa Ousmane Diouf, for their unwavering dedication to community development initiatives. They expressed delight and promised to continue their support for Wawac. Other speakers included Lester Almanza, from the Edmonds Food Bank, and Melissa West, and equity and social justice strategist from the Washington State Department of Health, and Nguyen from the Washington State Department of Revenue, all of whom emphasized the crucial role of Wawac in addressing community health disparities, the working families tax credit, food insecurity, and promoting social equity initiatives, particularly in light of the ongoing challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic. The evening concluded with inspiring keynote speeches by Pavi Chance, Senator aide to Senator Marco Lees of District 24th and Senator John Lovich of District 44th. They both underscored the importance of advocacy and community leadership in driving positive change and recognized the role played by Wawac in serving as a voice for the West African community in the state. Pa Ousmane Diouf, in his closing remarks, expressed gratitude to Speaker Laurie Jenkins and other lawmakers for their willingness to come to the community rather than sit in their comfortable offices in Olympia to wait for the people they represent to come to them. Diouf calls for legislative reforms to address systematic inequities faced by his community while calling on Speaker Laurie Jenkins and the other lawmakers to change the state's grant-making process, which continues to serve as a stumbling block for startups and newer organizations like Wawac to benefit from government grants. He highlighted the reimbursement-based model, rigorous and cumbersome grant writing processes, tedious and overwhelming reporting requirements as reasons why non-profits like Wawac barely apply for or are often denied government grants even though they are doing the important work serving the people directly at the grassroots level. Mr. Diouf highlighted the many programs that Wawac is providing to different demographics of the community, but was quick to add that 70% of the programs at Wawac either have no funding or are underfunded. He appeals to all Washingtonians to support Wawac so that it can continue to provide the much-needed culturally relevant wrap-around support and services to members of the West African community in Washington State in a dignified and value-driven way. Speaker Jenkins, moved by the impassioned pleas and testimonials by Pa Ousmane Diouf and other speakers, affirmed her commitment to the West African community, pledging to advocate for inclusive legislation and equitable policies while emphasizing her office and causes efforts to pass laws that advance our communities. She informed the Guardian about the new Nothing About Us Without Us bill, which was just signed into law by Governor Jay Inslee as a first step and commitment to promote and empower BIPOC communities. At the tail end of the event, Speaker Jenkins was crowned an honorary West African citizenship and given a new West African name, Fatoumata Jenkins, by the Executive Director of Washington West African Center, Pa Ousmane Diouf. In retrospect, Speaker Jenkins' visit to Wawac transcends a mere gathering. It was a testament to the resilience and unity of the West African community, exemplifying their collective determination to build community power, pursue social justice, and create a level of playing field for the greater BIPOC community. As guests departed the venue, they carried with them a renewed sense of purpose and solidarity, signaling the dawn of a new era of collaboration and growth within the vibrant tapestry of the West African community and the greater Washingtonian community. For more information about the Washington West African Center, you can contact Wawac on 425-758-3269 or 253-235-2132, or email us on info@wawac.org or visit www.wawac.org. The Washington West African Center, connecting West Africans in Washington with local resources and bridge the gap between us and the wider community. If we don't have it, we go find it.